Hello everyone and welcome back to one of our cybersecurity videos. My name is Mina and today I'm going to talk about how to build up an environment to simulate a company with different branches and how to set up the connection on all of them. So let me show you the environment. So basically, if you have a company with a headquarter and then two branches or more, and for this simulation or this testing, which I'm just using two branches, and each branch connect to the internet, headquarters connect to the internet, and then you need to connect everything on it to each other. So we're gonna build up this environment today, and later on we're gonna use this simulation with other videos on how to set up the networks, how to set up the VPNs, and I already made a video before about how to divide your network into subnets, and each subnet goes to each department, like HR department, finance department, IT department, and so on in your company, so you can divide your network. That's another video. You can find it on the YouTube itself, the YouTube channel, or on the website. But today we are going to build up this simulation. We have a headquarter and two branches, each connect to the internet, and how to connect all of them to each other. As you go below the document, you will have all the information on how is the setup is configured, and then using Cisco Packet Tracer you will find all the details to build up this environment, testing environment in your Cisco Packet Tracer. If you want to build up this environment and start playing around with it, you can just follow me with these steps, which I'm going to tell you in this video today. Again, all of this is on our website. So if you go to cybersecureworld.net, this is my website and everything is on it. I've added a search bar here that you can search for anything you want, if you can find it. If we go to cybersecurity tools, you will find all the documents I'm talking about, all the tools, all the videos I've made. You will find it here, and the one I build up today is called Hub and Spook, which is this one, and you will find all the information here in it. And once this video is uploaded to YouTube, you will find the video also at the end, the link to the video at the end of the page itself. So all the documents, all the steps, the technical steps I'm going to do today is mentioned here. I'm going to follow this up with you. So let's get started. Let me prepare everything. So this is the packet tracer, Cisco Packet Tracer. Let me just get the notes I'm going to follow. Let's get this one here. Just bear with me. All right. So first thing, we open Cisco Packet Tracer and save the file. We're just going to save this one for now, and I'm going to give it a name so you can come back to it. You don't see this one for now, but I'm going to show you just in a second. Just give me this one, hub HQ1. Okay, so I saved the file already. So we start building up the routers. we go to the router and we drag 4 routers on it. So click on the network devices, routers, and we are going to use, I believe, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of them will be router ISP. So we're just going to rename this one for now. This is not the technical name, this is the name in Cisco packet tracer, so you can see it. Let me make it bigger a little bit so you can see. And next one will be router branch 1. Don't use this one as branch 1, let's use this one as branch 2. So we'll call this one branch 1, and we will call this one as branch 2. Alright. Sorry guys, I've chosen the wrong routers. I'm just going to delete this. I'm going to choose 2111. This is the one we want. So this is ISP and router 1, router branch 1, branch 2. Let's rename this again. I'm going here, that's ISP, headquarter, and branch 1. So that would be branch 1 and branch 2. So these like a different building, and each building are not connected to each other. They just connect to the internet, and we need to connect all of them using the routers and the configuration later on. Now we need 3 switches, and we are going to use 2960. So we are going switches 2960. So we'll need one here, and one here. Again, we are going to call them switch headquarter, then switch branch 1 or B1, switch branch 2, and we need to add different computers, so I'm going to add 3 PCs. So I'm going int devices and a PC. So we're going to add one here, and one here. Also, we are going to rename them. This one is PC in HQ, and a computer in branch 1, and then a computer in branch 2. This is just simple setup, just for the sake of this testing. I'm just going to move it a little bit so you can see it on the screen with me. Alright, next one, we are going to add a public server which will simulate the internet. Go in devices, drag one server onto workplace, so in devices, and we are going to have a server here, and we're gonna call it server public, as if these are connected to the internet and then they are trying to reach that server through the internet itself. All right. Next thing, it's going to rename each one. Just going to rename it in the configuration file itself. So we can follow it up. Okay. Let's leave the renaming once we go to the CLI of each device. We'll do it later. So now we'll do the cables connecting all of them. I'm just reading the notes here with you. So we go to the lighting bolt, which is the connection, and then copper straight through, which would be which one is it? So we'll do this one and click a router or HQ. And connect it here. So we'll put this one on Giga Ethernet 01. Yeah, 00. To HQ on Fast Ethernet 01. So this one will go on Fast Ethernet 01. And then connecting Fast Ethernet and connecting to the switch on 02. All right. So that's the first building, which is HQ. Next one, we are doing the branch 1. So which one? So on this connection, we are going to connect the router to the switch. Let me just click here, Giga Ethernet 00 to Fast Ethernet 01. And then the PC will go to the switch Fast Ethernet 02. So when you click on these icons, the triangle or the circle or the green one, and then connect to the device, it will show you a little bit of a menu with all the connections, and you choose the connection out from it. All right, now next one we'll do on branch 2. So the router on branch 2 will connect here, and also this one connect here. So we'll put this one Giga Ethernet 00 and this one Fast Ethernet 01. Here Fast Ethernet 02 connects to the machine, and okay, now we connect the WAN or the internet connection. We will connect this one to the RSP, and we'll put this one on Giga Ethernet 01, and this one on which one? 00. Alright, then branch 1 will connect on 01, so we will connect branch 1 here, then so this one will connect Ethernet 1, and here Ethernet 1. Alright, and the next one will be branch 2. So from router 01 to RSP 02. So we'll make another connection from here to here. And this one also 01. And this one will be 02. Alright. So now the public server, but I don't think the server has any more connection. I mean, the router itself doesn't have any more connections. Maybe I need to change it to another one that has more connections in it. Or at least we'll keep it for now. Maybe we can just skip this step. This is a public server or just a server that we will simulate connecting to it, but we don't need it at this point for now. Look here, say we don't have any more connection. Cannot connect. Alright, no problem. We'll skip this part for now. Now, next one is prepare the configuration of the networks on each one, that's IP addresses on each one. We will start with the CLI of this ISP, and just let me get use this one. As you can see, now you can see it. I'm going to CLI here, just gonna clear. Okay. Some of the commands doesn't work in simulation. Okay, so now on this router ISP, or which simulates the internet, we will do, let's put this one like this. So we will go enable conft already in configuration. Now I will say hostname r-isp, but as you can see it's already renamed, so I did this one already. And then no IP domain dash lookup, then interface G0/0, IP address 203.0.113.2. This is the subnet mask now. No shutdown, will turn it on. So that's the first port. Next one. Interface Giga Ethernet 0/1, and then IP address 198.5102 and subnet mask and no shutdown. We turn it on now. Next interface G0/2, IP address 192.0.2.2 and the subnet mask, no shutdown, and we turn it on. And then we say WR, which is write all information to the configuration file. Now if we go to show IP interface, IP interface briefly, you'll see here the three ports 0/0, 0/1, 0/2. They are up and they are with the IP addresses that we've specified, and they are all status up, which means they are online now. We'll do the same now. We'll jump to the router for HQ. So I'm going to click on this one and let me get you the window here, which is this one. Now you can see it. Enable conft, which is configuration terminal. We don't need to rename it. This one is renamed r-hq. So I'm just gonna say domain dash lookup. Now we configure the interfaces. So we'll go 0/0 and IP address will be the internal network now, 0/0/1 and 255.255.255.0 subnet mask. No shutdown. We bring it up. Next interface 0/1, IP address 203.0.117.1, 255.255.255.2, no shutdown, and then we say IP route. Let me go out of this one, so I'm gonna exit. IP route 0/0/0, 0/0/0, 203.0.113.2, and we write the configuration file. Next step, we create a tunnel or GRE tunnel on the same router. So conft interface tunnel 1, IP address be 10.255.0.1, and then the subnet mask. So tunnel source will be 0/1. Tunnel destination will be this IP address, and no shutdown to turn it on. Interface tunnel 2, IP address tunnel source 0/1, tunnel destination will be this IP address, no shutdown. Then we exit. IP route 10.1.0.0 255.255.255.0 tunnel 1. So here it's wrong, so I did something wrong here. Let me copy this one, maybe I write it wrong. Conf t IP route 10.1.0.0 255.255.255.0 and tunnel 1. Ah, that's strange. Let me exit and then show IP interface briefly. I think because it's capital. Okay, let's try this one. So conf t, and we'll change this one to capital T. No, still wrong. That is very strange. Show IP route. Okay, I think they are on. Alright, so let's write it down. Maybe I wrote something wrong. So now show IP interface briefly, and we have it here. Now show interface tunnel 1. Tunnel 1 is up, said here. Okay, that seems to be working now. We do 2 and tunnel 2 is up and everything looks fine. Okay, so WR, so we write everything. Now we jump to the router of branch 1. So let me close this one, go back here, router branch 1, and let me bring up this window for you so you can see it. Now I did not rename this one, so we'll do it from scratch. As you can see, it say router here, so we'll say enable conf t, and then we'll say host name r-b1, which is branch 1. And as you can see now, router has been renamed or replaced with r-b1. Now IP domain lookup. Put it double M, that's a mistake. Okay. Now let's go to the interface 0/0. IP address 10.1.0.1 and file the subnet mask. No shutdown. Bring it up. Now next interface would be 0/1. IP address will be 198.1.1. No shutdown. Then we exit. IP route everything to 198.51.102. End and write. Okay, now on the same we need to create the tunnels, so we'll go again enable conf t interface tunnel 1 IP address will be then tunnel source this port 0/1 tunnel destination this IP address no shutdown IP route also next one. Alright, now we end and we write. Let's verify the information. So show interface tunnel 1 and tunnel 1 is up with IP address that we've specified. Alright, show IP route and it is on. Everything seems to be connected. What I'm doing right now for all the routers that I'm connecting the routers to ISP, which is simulation to the internet, as if they are connected to the internet provider and they are getting a public IP address, and we're configuring an internal network, so everything will be working fine internally and externally. Okay, so we are going to jump to router 2. So I'm going to click this one and let me bring up the window for you. Alright, we go CLI, and as you can see I did not rename this one. I said I'm going to do it when we go on the CLI, so I'm not going with the initial configuration. So enable configuration terminal, host name will be r-b2, and as you can see it's renamed to the correct one. No IP domain lookup. Now we'll do the interfaces, so we'll do interface 0/0 IP address and internal network, no shutdown. Next interface 0/1 IP address no shutdown. Now IP route everything to that IP. And right, sorry, end, and then we write. Okay, we create the tunnel So we go back conf t, interface tunnel 2, IP address 10.506, and its subnet mask. Tunnel source will be 0/1. Tunnel destination will be this one. No shutdown. Another route. Everything's the same. End and right. Let's verify. Show interface tunnel 2, and tunnel is up with IP address we've specified. Okay, show IP route, and everything connected. Everything looks fine. All right. Now we are going to configure the computer. So we will go to the PC on HQ, and let me bring up the window. Right. So we'll go IP configuration, and we'll set it to static 10.0.0.50 and 0.0.1, which is a gateway. And that's it. I'm going to close this one. As you can see, the green triangles are appearing now, which means the connections are starting to work out. So before they were red triangles once we set up everything, so they are connected correctly. You just need to make sure everything is configured as per the documentation. So next one will be the PC in branch 1, so it would be that one. If I go, not terminal, sorry, let's close this one. If I go to command prompt and I say IP config, you can see there is no IP addresses right now. So we'll go to the configuration and we'll give it static and then the IP address. And the gateway to connect to the router. If we go here and we try IP config, you will find out the information we already specified. So this one is done. We'll jump to PC under branch 2. We go to the configuration, we set it on static. Now everything should be connected as if they are connected to the internet. Unfortunately, the router has no more ports available to connect it to the server, so we can simulate the computer goes to the server itself. But at least now they are working as if they are connected to the internet provider. As you can see, the green triangles everywhere, which means this is the right connection and the connection is good. I'm just going through the notes. Yep, so this is finished and we just need to save it. And then this environment is ready now to be used as different branches connected to the internet, and then configure it, or in another video, to see how we connect all of them through VPNs, site-to-site VPN, so they can see each other and all the computers can see each other. Thank you for watching and wait for more videos using this simulation environment.